All right, I'm changing my rotors for a 2006 Ford F150 two-wheel drive, 6-cylinder. So I'm changing actually the entire rotor out. I really just need to change the wheel bearing itself, but it's just seemed more financially, logical that I just change the entire rotor. Because if you buy new rotors, the bearings come with it. So I just bought the entire rotor, so I got brand new rotors, and the bearings come with it. They're like $92 at AutoZone, everything in it. And once I just changed the other side, and when I took it off, I saw that I really do need the rotor itself because the backside was kind of wore down. So I'm glad that I did. But anyway, so I'm changing the rotors, and the first thing I need to do, of course, take the tire off, which I did that. Jack it up, take the tire off. Got me some jack stands underneath there for safety reasons, and plus I left the jack up too, so I have two things. Got me a brick under my back wheels back there, so it won't go back. Got the emergency brake on. First thing I do is need to take the brake caliper off, which is remove these back one here, down there. So I got me a bolt. I'm just gonna do this. It's a 13 millimeter, and I'm gonna take that off. Okay, so I removed the bolts out of here and out of there. Remove them out of there. So now we got to take this off here. A lot of times it'll kind of just pop right out with a little bit of work, but usually I'll take a screwdriver, just kind of start working it out, prying it off a little bit, back and forth. So it goes back and forth like this, and it just pops right out of there. And I'm gonna work it. I'm gonna pry that off there, and I'll start the video back. So I got it off, and if it takes a little prying and a lot of hard work, but you'll get it off. So if it doesn't come right off, don't be discouraged. Just keep rocking it back and forth with your screwdriver, and you'll eventually get it off, and it'll hang down. So, but what we want to do is kind of get it out of the way. So I just like to tuck it right behind there. Gives a little, let it sit on there, a little roost to sit on. Next, we have to remove these bolts right here. One at the bottom, one at the top. But we'll take the brakes off now. Like I said, just get you a screwdriver or something and just pry those right off. Pop right out like that. Just pop right out. I changed the brakes on there a little while back, so they're relatively new. Anyway, so take them bolts off here, that one down there, and then we can get this solid piece off right here. Got my handy dandy breaker bar here. Already got them broke, so just pull them out like that, and we're good to go. So get that on there, loosen them up. And down here, said I already used my breaker bar and loosened them up. A lot of times they get to a certain point, you could just use your hand, screw them right out. They're not hard to do. This one will probably take a little more, but screw them right off. And as you can see, that just pops right off there. Next, you want to remove the cotter pin and this cover right here to get to that bolt in the back right there. Some needle nose pliers. And that like that. Squeeze them flat so you can pull it out through the hole. Pull it right out of the hole there. Let's discard that. Take that off. There's that bolt right there. And that's usually a 36mm socket. You can also rent these from AutoZone, places like that, but I just purchased one so I can have it for later. Don't tell the wife. And then get your breaker bar and get that loose, and this will slide right off then. So I got it all loose. It's gonna take a while because it's got some rubber in there, plastic in there. It kind of swells up over time, and so it's kind of tough. So just take your time with it. Use your breaker bar. You get to a point where you can kind of remove it by hand. It said do not reuse these. So when I bought new ones, and I'm putting new ones on, but I'll leave it up to you. Make up your own mind because they're like $20 a piece. So, two of them $40. Cost a little nice little change. So, take that off right there. As you can see, the rotor right inside, the new one comes with it. Pops right off like that. Pretty heavy. A little rust on the back. I'm not sure which one was bad. It's a little bit of play in there, so could be it. What I do, I take that and spray some cleaner on it. Some brake cleaner on it. Clean it off real good. Get all that, gunk off there. Put the new one on. I got it all kind of cleaned up. See this? This one is not too bad, but my other one on the other side was real bad. It was actually eating into this, the back side, and you can see the grooves in it and the rough part of it. But that's not the reason why I changed it. I changed it because I needed the bearing. But so that's another reason you could tell if you need them. But other starts having all the grooves in it. You can feel them with your hands. But like I said, this is pretty smooth. But the other side was way worse, and I'll show you that real fast. So this is the one I took off the driver's side, and you can just see these. Looks like dirt mark, but actually, if you get closer, there grooves cut into there. And see how this looks dirty compared to the other one. So the bearing didn't seem too bad, but who knows? But in the end, I definitely needed these, so that could have been my issue. Anyways, so there it is compared to the other one. See, it looks cleaner. But anyway, I'm gonna stick the new one on.